So, hello guys. So today we are going to talk about some things. As a trader and investor, I am sort of concerned about a thing which is economics and current scenario that tariffs are creating a lot of problems. Okay. So in the current Indian market, I saw the two major indexes. One is Bank Nifty and another is Nifty. Bank Nifty has been nearly recovered and Nifty has not yet recovered. It means Nifty will recover in a short period of time. Okay, so let's talk about first what is tariffs. Okay, so tariff is basically, if you don't know, so for the people who don't know, the tariff is a kind of tax which a country has to pay to sell their products in if some let's take China is exported something in US. Okay, so to sell in US, okay, they have to pay a tax which will go to the US and it will increase the revenue and it will be used as a tool to promote the self-made nation products. Like if US makes EV cars, then it could sort of encourage to buy more US products rather than Chinese products, because Chinese product will be cheaper, but adding tariff to it, it will be lot costlier. And who will pay the price? Who will pay the price? Always the consumer, right? You guessed it right. Okay, so now let's jump into a sort of opportunities. Do we have investment opportunities? Do we have trading opportunities? And do we have crypto opportunities? Because one thing I couldn't understand, if Bitcoin is the money of people, okay, so Bitcoin is not regulated by any of it, any government, anyone, any developer, no one has pure control over the crypto market. So why the crypto market is crashing with the fear of tariffs? Crypto is currently a digital currency. So why a digital currency is crashing down due to physical tariffs problem? That creates some issue, that crypto also have some loopholes and problems with it, because crypto valuation is calculated by us, what we want to pay. If I want to pay a Bitcoin 5 rupees, I could pay 5 rupees, but if someone will ask that it is of 83 lakhs, you have to pay 83 lakhs for, I might not pay it, although I'm invested in, but I won't pay it. Okay, so there's a catch. I will be covering that part also. Okay, so currently let's come to important point, that investment opportunities. Currently Donald Trump has put a lot of tariffs but paused them for a 90-day period. Okay, so here comes the catch. After 90 days, again there will be tariffs added. Only a thing, China has not been relieved from it, and China is retaliating back. He's fighting back to Trump. He's banning a sort of US made products like movies and sort of another products. Okay, so Mr. Trump is not happy with it completely. Okay, so China has not been relieved, other countries has also got relieved. So I wanted to cover a guy's video. I guess I was just scrolling through finance things because I'm a finance guy. Okay, so I gone to this person's video and I saw the short. Let's see the short. Okay,
वजह से की टैरिफ वॉर हो और उसकी वजह से स्टॉक मार्केट क्रैश हो। कारण क्या है डिटेल में समझाता हूं, एक कंप्लीट साइकिल है जो आपको समझनी पड़ेगी। देखिए, जैसे ही टैरिफ बढ़ाए चीजों की प्राइसेस बढ़ेगी, चीजों की प्राइसेस बढ़ने की वजह से टैरिफ वॉर स्टार्ट होगा और प्रॉफिट कंपनीज का कम होना स्टार्ट हो जाएगा। बिकॉज कंपनी के प्रॉफिट कम होने की एक्सपेक्टेशंस होगी, आने वाले समय को डिस्काउंट करते हुए स्टॉक मार्केट करेक्ट होंगे।
so I hope you watched the short. Okay, Mr. Anant, I saw that he has a good number of followers. Okay, so I was just watching of different finance content. Okay, so what you all guys are seeing, okay, and what are influencing you. Okay, so this was a good video because he explained tariffs and prices bang on. The tariffs definition was very clear, as it said. Just a one thing I would argue, that I don't completely believe or agree to it, that stock market should be fall and the Donald Trump wanting it to fall, that I don't agree. Okay, because always to support the answer, because the stock market is directly linked to Elon Musk valuation, his net worth. Okay, so we all know that Elon Musk just bought Twitter, now known as X. So how did he bought it? Do you know? By taking a loan against the Tesla shares. So if he takes a loan against his shares, there is a value that the banks or whoever gave him the loan, they know that the price of Tesla stock should not go below a certain price. If it goes, they will sell the stock, and if they sell the stock, there would be a huge quantity of the stock that would be sold, and it would create a massive selling in Tesla. Okay, so it will burn the net worth of Elon Musk, and as he is doing multiple businesses, he don't want his net worth to be burned out like nothing. Okay, so being such a friend, such a friend of Donald Trump, as you can see in this clip.
A Truth Social today saying that everybody in the cabinet was happy with you. I just wondered if you had heard otherwise, and if you had heard anything about members of the cabinet who weren't happy with the way things were going, and if so, what are you doing to address those any dissatisfaction?
Hang on, let the cabinet speak just for a second. Anybody unhappy with Elon? If you are, we'll throw them out of here. Is anybody unhappy?
So I hope you've seen the clip. Okay, so by this clip, Donald Trump completely says that he can throw anyone out of the conference room if he goes against Elon Musk, and Elon Musk net worth is completely linked to stock market. So Donald Trump doesn't want Elon Musk to burn his net worth. Just Donald Trump knew that the stock market would fall, but he didn't knew that the China will retaliate back, because he knew that when he'll put tariffs, he has a good member of cabinets. Okay, he has good number of ministers and people to guide him or advise him the correct points or correct things, but he didn't expect that the China would retaliate with counter tariffs on US. Okay, that created a trade war scenario that made the stock markets to bleed so much, like 5%, 6% a day. A lower circuit, the Nifty opened 4.6% down. Okay, so it burned a lot of wealth for many people, many pensions, and many of the provident funds, and many of the different kinds of people who had just invested or who had started the investment are just, they are thinking that stock market is gambling, although it's not 100%. Okay, but yeah, they'll know that they entered in a wrong door. Okay, because it's not the current time frame to enter the markets. Okay, although we have seen that Donald Trump saw that the stock markets are bleeding badly and they need to save people, because Donald Trump has friends, and that friends also have stakes in a lot of big companies, and the companies are bleeding badly, so he doesn't want that. So what he did, he put a 90-day pause on the tariffs, and the 90 days pause, what it did, the 90 days pause made the stock markets to go back. That's why you saw the last 2 trading days the market was opening gap up. 3 days completely it opened gap up significantly. Okay, and recovered a bit. Okay, so currently there is a level. Okay, if it would go above 24,000, then we can see that market is good to buy, although you can start buying for 60 days, because 90 days, if anything happened related to tariffs again, the market will still start to fall. Okay, so if the low is made, the market opens gap up and it moves just up and up, and we have seen bank Nifty recovered a lot. Nifty has not yet 100%, or most of the thing, Nifty is not recovered as bank Nifty is, so it means that Nifty will recover soon. So if you want to buy, you can buy. Okay, but just be aware of the news and the finance content which you see. Okay, because I saw a lot of crap being shown to Indian viewers as finance content. Okay, just understanding things and economics is necessary, because all of this is happening and economics is very necessary to know what could happen next. Indexes which are hit, which shows recession fears, and lot of Americans also fear the recession, so IT companies are hit badly. Okay, so that would have adverse effect on India's major metro cities also. Okay, so here's the thing, be aware of finance content you watch. And so let's cover the investment opportunity things. Okay, so while I was seeing the markets, Nifty has 22,800 something currently at this time frame which I saw. Okay, so at this current moment, I personally believe that there is a huge trend line and it has been retested, and there is uncertainty still, and the market is moving according to the news. If tariffs come, the market is falling. The tariffs relief, then the market is going up. So if you are going to invest, then you should be looking for a long term time frame. Although it's good time to buy, it's a actual good time to buy. There is being a dip, but you have to see long term, minimum above 3 years. You have to see that you will liquidate the positions, because the valuations could run down a low. Also the market, I personally believe, is more 2000 3000 points. Market should move down, might be. Okay, I could be wrong. Okay, but you should start buying, but you should see a longer time frame. For traders, you have to be waiting for a certain level. Okay, there is a certain level. Okay, personally 23,750 at in Nifty, 23,750 is being a high type of resistance. Two time market reversed from it. Okay, so when it would break, it might trigger some of the buying opportunities, and in Bank Nifty above 52,000. Okay, because the major trend lines that has been made is to market should go above them. Okay, so that's the investment and trading opportunities. Although traders have to be very careful at this moment, because the VIX now would be a bit slow down and few new traders would enter the market, but there is a 90-day pause. Okay, so after 1 month or 2 months, when current scenario also, but when the China and US will start negotiating, that would also create major downfall, that could create major downfalls. So you have to be aware of it. So watch financial news, it's very important, and have big profits. Thanks.